Well, March is Women's History Month, and this weekend there is an event in South Fulton focused on celebrating and supporting women in the community. It's called the R.E.S.T Experience. And joining us now is Fulton Councilmember Jaceey Sebastian, who's helping organize the event. Councilmember, good morning, and thank you for your time, sir. Hey, I got to ask, it's an acronym. What does it stand for, and what's the inspiration behind it?
Well, honestly, I've been recognizing some very amazing women since I've been a council member from across my district. And this year we decided to do something a little bit different. To hopefully, it's dropping a pebble in the ocean and hopefully starting a ripple. A ripple. Um, the rest event is really about recognition, empowerment, self care, and transformation. That's basically the acronym. And we wanted to do something where we can not only recognize amazing women from all across our city, but also provide an atmosphere of education, empowerment, connection, and reminding people how important it is to take care of themselves. Because many of our women, and especially those in leadership, they handle things every day. They're girl bosses, and a lot of times they're not, they don't have time. Sometimes while they're taking care of everybody else, they don't have time to take care of themselves, or they make these sacrifices that later on would lead to other complications in their own lives. So we want to make sure we carve out at least this time as a reminder and as an education event to help folks.
Yeah, and I think as we come up on Mother's Day in about 6 weeks, we can all agree that the mothers in our lives could use a little rest. This is a 2 day event this weekend. I know you got the reception Friday, you got the main event on Saturdays. Is this for women only? What does each night offer?
Well, each night it's more of a mix because we know for especially for the women who we're giving proclamations from across our entire city, they would have families who would want to support them. So if they register with their significant other, that's okay. But Saturday is really a for an all female event. So
Okay.
I tell folks all the time, even as a council member, I'm okay just being around. If I have to take out the garbage or park the cars, that's going to be my role. But it's really for women on Saturday for the main event.
You know, Women's History Month, Councilman, often about honoring women who have blazed some trails, looking at the past, but also thinking about the future and looking ahead. What
Hmm.
message do you hope women leave this event with?
That they would have learned something new, and they would recommit to not only continue to give in the awesome leadership that they have been giving, but also to let us know that we see them, those who are working every day. We shouldn't just wait until people are have retired and then we take a look back. But they're women who are making history every single day in our community, and they should know that we see and support them for those efforts.
Is there still time for folks to get tickets? Where can they go for information?
Unfortunately, they told me last night that everything is full. We only had spaces for like 250, right? And across a big city like ours with a population of 120,000, 250 is a drop in the bucket. So I'm hoping we can just use this as the springboard to a much bigger event. But if you want to go on the city's social media, you can find it on the city's social media. City of South Fulton website, cityofsouthfultonga.gov. You can find it there, or Councilmember Jaceey Sebastian. Anywhere in social media, you should be able to find information.
All right, Councilman, sounds good. And I tell you what, next year when you do this event bigger and better, then let's have you back on and promote it even further in advance. It'd be great to talk about what went well this year and talk about year two. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. You're welcome. It's called R.E.S.T, Recognition, Empowerment, Self Care, and Transformation, honoring all the women in our lives in South Fulton this weekend.